What's really happening at the Senate? And why is ODM political party keen on blocking Ledama Olekina from serving as the chair of the powerful County Public Accounts and Investment Committee? What's really happening? Because according to most ODM supporters, Olekina is one of their most loyal and firebrand politicians at the Senate. But why is ODM party keen on blocking him? Now let me put it in a different way. Why is allies of the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto keen on blocking the ODM candidate from assuming the role of the chairmanship of that committee? Because today, the speaker has actually communicated. Let me read for you what the speaker has communicated. The letter from the speaker is addressed to Kimani Wamatangi, who is the senator for Kiambu and the vice chair of the County Public Accounts and Investment Committee. The letter says, notice of discharge from County Public Accounts and Investment Committee. The above matter refers. This is to inform you that I am in receipt of a letter dated 6th May 2020 from Senator James Orengo, Senate Minority Leader, giving notice of the discharge of Senator Olekina Ledama from the County Public Accounts Committee. A copy of the letter is attached for your reference. Pursuant to Standing Order number 190 of the Senate Standing Orders, I hereby convey to you the notice of the discharge of Senator Ledama Olekina. By this notice, it's very simple. It's the end of Ledama Olekina in that committee. And not only in that committee. When this all circus began, I was very keen on following how it was going to turn out. I noted that while the allies of the Deputy President were taking to Twitter and making a lot of noise, ODM party on the other side were not doing that. James Orengo wrote a letter. That's how he reacted. He wrote a letter, and in that letter, he notified the speaker that the party was dissatisfied with the conduct and the outcome of that election. So that's the first thing he did. Then he remained silent. Then on Jubilee's side, Dennis Itumbi and the rest, Kipchumba Murkomen, were busy prosecuting that matter in the public court. Then the next day, Olekina now came to his senses and posted something to the effect that he had met with James Orengo and they've agreed to solve that matter. But I became very curious because after Olekina made that announcement, James Orengo again wrote another letter. And in that letter, James Orengo again notified the speaker that they are going to discharge Senator Ledama from committees, 2 committees, because Ledama was in 2 committees. Now, not only the Public Accounts and Investment Committee, but he was also going to be discharged from the powerful House Business Committee. And that, I knew, marked the end of Senator Ledama Olekina. And for those who follow this event, personally, I was supporting Ledama Olekina fully, both on this channel, on my Twitter handles, and everywhere. But I withdrew that support. The moment Olekina now started becoming a teacher on how people should behave, especially when he started now talking about circumcision and the rest, and started now invoking the Masais and the rest, I withdrew that support. But from that moment, I knew that was going to be the end of Olekina. And indeed today, with this letter from the speaker, Olekina cannot be the chairman of that House committee, chairman of the County Public Accounts Committee. It's the end of the journey. But why is ODM party so keen on doing this? Because most people believe Ledama is one of those key players in ODM party. I'm told there's high voltage politics around Ledama Olekina. Now, what are these politics? Number one, I am told, and for those who have followed this politics very closely, there is a photo which was circulated of Ledama Olekina and Farouk Kibet. Farouk Kibet is one of the allies of the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. I am told Olekina met with James Orengo and other ODM party officials. And Olekina was asked about that photo. And in his defense, Olekina explained that that photo was not taken recently. It was a photo which was taken before the Building Bridges Initiative rally in Narok. And for those who follow politics in this country very closely, you should have realized that the Narok BBI rally actually messed up the entire BBI campaigns. And from Narok, the ODM brigade was supposed, from Narok, the BBI brigades was supposed to head straight to Meru. We all know that Meru was going to be the consultative meeting for the entire Mount Kenya region. So what Olekina did in Narok was to poison the ground for the BBI team, which was headed to Meru. And I am told that Raila Odinga was actually told about Olekina's moves or deals with the allies of the Deputy President, especially ahead of that particular election. Ahead of that BBI rally in Narok. But Raila Odinga defended him because he believed Olekina was one of his key loyal supporters. And when now this image came and he was confirming, then it gave now the people the beliefs that this guy actually worked in the interest of the other side during that particular rally. And that rally up to today, for those who remember, gave Jubilee Party a lot of leeway. It gave Jubilee Party a narrative so that by the time people were going for the BBI rally in Meru, the ground was already hostile. So I'm told that's the first reason why he's being stopped from assuming that role. His loyalty is being questioned. And the mere fact that Jubilee could front him and he easily played ball also meant he was not loyal. Number two, the other thing which I've been told is that the ODM party decided to split some of these positions in the Senate and at the National Assembly. And at the National Assembly, the ODM party had, I think there were 3 commissioners, for those who remember, and one of the commissioner they gave to ANC, another one they gave to Aisha Jumwa, who is now on the other side, and the other one was retained by, who was the other one? Then they were left with 3 committees of the National Assembly. That is the Public Accounts Committee, which Wandai took. Then they had the committee, the PIC, Public Investment Committee, which went to Mvita Member of Parliament, Honorable Nasir. And then there was the Committee on Implementation. This Committee on Implementation was now given to a Masai by the name Olekina. So when they came to the Senate, they agreed that Orengo was going to be the majority leader. And of course, to appease the other side, they gave ANC. Because Ledama had actually wanted to be the minority leader, which could not happen. And then they agreed now to give Ledama Olekina the powerful House Business Committee. And then Sam Ongeri was not to be given this powerful Public Accounts Committee. So Olekina decided to break that. Number 3, the ODM party was also aware that the allies of the Deputy President in that committee, because that Jubilee committee, all of them are allied to the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto, apart from Irungu Kenyatta. They were under very strict instructions to ensure that they vote out anybody who is being fronted by the ODM party. So even if ODM party was going to front Ledama Olekina, their idea was if Ledama Olekina was going to be fronted, then they were going to vote him out. And if Ongeri was going to be fronted, they were going to remove Ongeri. And initially, according to the sources, the guy who was destined to win easily and they were willing to support was actually the Migori Senator, Ochilo Ayako, because they believed Ochilo Ayako, having been a minister, when he was minister, he was easily accessible to both sides. They were willing to support him, but not any other person, because the deputy president wanted ODM to be portrayed as a tribal party, that a Luo leaves, then another Luo comes in. And this is why the ODM party stuck to their original agreement, where Kajwang was going to leave, and then the guy who was going to come was Professor Sam Ongeri. And because of that, the ODM party have stuck with their guns. And lastly, it's about 2022 politics. The ODM party had purposed to front Sam Ongeri. The idea behind fronting Sam Ongeri is that they needed someone from Kisii region to emerge again. Because as things stand today, the only two people from Kisii, there are three people, basically two people from Kisii. We have the two governors, Governor Ongwai and Governor Nyangarama. And all these two governors are outgoing. Apart from those two governors, the other person is Fred Okengo Matiang'i. But Fred Matiang'i cannot engage himself in politics because he's a cabinet secretary. So they needed someone from Kisii to propel to a national politics. And that's why they were trying to give Ongeri this powerful committee. Because with this powerful committee, if Ongeri played with it so well, he was going to get enough money, because it's where people make money, senators make money. So it was going to give him national platform. Like if he was going to interrogate the governors properly, the way Moses Kajwang. By the way, Moses Kajwang shot again to the limelight, national limelight, because of this committee. He would invite governors and question them thoroughly. And Kenyans were really amazed with him. So Ongeri was going to get this platform. And this is what the DP and his team didn't want. They realized that by giving Ongeri this chance, then Kisii was going to get someone again. Because remember, in Kisii, apart from Ongeri, there's the commissioner, what's the name? There's this MP for Borabu. I'm forgetting the name. Who is the Wiper, who is a Wiper member of parliament. And the majority of the MPs in Kisii are actually Jubilee allied MPs who are allied to the deputy president. So the DP wanted to retain the status quo, where there's no any other senior Kisii at the national level. And that's why the ODM party is keen and will not allow Senator Ledama to sit on this seat. And even if you leave that, in Masais, I think this guy has not been well received by the leadership of ODM party in Masais. They believe that Kenyatta can do a better job than him. But let us wait and see how events are going to unveil. Because personally, I would have wanted to see someone like Olekina emerging as a strong politician in this country. This is a guy who doesn't call white red. He doesn't call black blue. He calls them for what they are. When he made those statements, whether it was a narrative by Team Tangatanga to spoil for BBI, but still this guy made a powerful statement on behalf of the Masais, because the Masais and their land, if someone cannot speak for them, they are going to lose those lands. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. Thank you guys, and if you're bumping on this video for the first time, I want you to take a minute or two so that next time, I want you to take a second or two and hit the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, you get notified. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day.